Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there in the one-third remnant, which consists of you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and the 12 tribes, which was Jacob's sons. I'm the Akia Matazah, flowing in the spirit. All right, getting some of this good grounding again. Hey, with this beautiful sun. You know, just looking at the good chlorophyll greens and just the pretty grass just springing up, the dandelions, and just great meditation. Before you get your day started. I know everybody ain't got the right ailments. I mean, they ain't got the right uh everybody's going through different, atrocities, and what you should be doing is reconnecting with the source. And how can you reconnect with the source? By going into this word, all right? And, you know, going into this word, putting your feet on the ground, eating better, getting your diet clean, taking the herbs, drinking your teas. I mean, it's nothing, you know, just watering your herbs, you know. We just so far off from our power. And it's time to come back and take in action. Okay. And I was just up, you know, meditating on the book of Baruch, you know, and this is just so beautiful. Like I say, where I started it. I was meditating on the book of Baruch, and this book is just heavy. It's going into so many accounts of how the Lord, sent us away uh, with weeping and mourning. And the Lord said all we had to do is obey the voice. We would have had peace forever, you know. So we still suffering this day in captivity. But hey, it's beautiful because we remembering ourselves. Okay. So without further ado, like I say, hey, flowing through the spirit, you know, that's how I kind of like mainly operate, just out of the spirit. However the Lord just pour it out, I'm just go. And not saying it's nothing wrong with jotting your stuff down, because sometimes it take a little more diligence in studying and putting precepts together to come out with it. But right now we're just gonna focus on the spirit. Okay, this is the book of Salakia. This is Baruch chapter 4:1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. All that all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." Okay? Turn thee, O Yaqub, it's Jacob in Hebrew, Yaqub. So like, turn thee, O Yaqub, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be eliminated. Okay? The Lord just told us right here, everyone that come to, this book, you know, they keep the law. Like I said, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endure forever. It didn't say for a certain time. It said forever. So that means when you die, you reborn, and you die, and you reborn, and you die, and you reborn. Like, hey, forever. It said all that shall keep it shall come to life. Okay, and that's what that's what we need. Okay, we need this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, because it's going to be the stability of our times. What's that? Isaiah. We can pop it up right quick. I think it's Isaiah 33:6. It is. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It said, Isaiah 33 and 5, the Lord, all caps, Jehovah, is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim is his treasure. Okay, so that's showing you right there, hey, that we're gonna have to have this knowledge and this wisdom and understanding. It's gonna be the stability of thy times. When it don't matter what time zone timeline we in according to the Lord. It's gonna be the stability. This what's gonna keep us stable, keep us rooted, keep us grounded. Okay, just like these greens right here. I planted these greens last year. You know, them roots up in the ground. You know, like they rooted. You know, I ain't uprooted it. You know what I'm saying? They stable. You know, like they went through the snow, they went through the ice, they went through the chemtrails, they went through all that. But guess what? Look at they still thriving and just ready to eat. Finna make a pot of a little small pot of greens, you know. But they're just showing you how, you know, I'm saying like the greens, they stable in the ground. That's how we got to be stable in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay. Okay, let me slide back to Baruch. It says, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Okay, if I take these greens right here, just quick knowledge, if I take these greens right here and and I pull them up, they gonna leave this patch. If I pull a handful up, what's gonna happen to those greens? They're gonna die. So we got to be like those greens. We got to be grounded. You know, we got to be stable. See, they stable. They ain't moving. They lock. You know, because they grounded. They got their roots in the ground. That's how we got to be in this knowledge and understanding. But look, what happened when the Lord say when you leave it? If I take these greens and I leave them, take them away from this patch, they're gonna die. That's just like us, like the Lord just said. But such as leave it shall die. Okay. That's why the Lord said in verse 2, turn thee, O Yahweh, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, Yasharallah. Yasharallah is Israel in Hebrew. Happy are we for the things that are pleasing to Yahweh by Shema Shah are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh by Shema Shah to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. Now let that sink in. Okay? That's how you know we far away from our power. Okay, but we are awakened. The bones are awakening. Okay? And who's doing it? The Heavenly Father. Okay? And his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. Like, that's why I say, like, when you come back to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, everything's making sense. Now you can see through the matrix. Now you can break through this shit because they got a stronghold on our people. Okay, and they love it. They don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to know who your true power is. They don't want you to tap into their essence, because once you tap into it, once the Lord starts showing you things, building your faith and giving you, signs and showing you wonders and, what I'm saying, stuff like that, man, how the hell you gonna go back into the world? That's why every day you gotta be constantly, staying in the best mind frame, seeking the Lord 10 times more every day. or whether you reading, whether you studying, whether you're praying, whether you just, watching more, you know, you just got to be diligent all the way around the board. Okay, but that's what I say when you not, in that mind frame of watching, praying, fasting, studying, not remembering the laws and the statutes. When you turn, like the book said, such as lead is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. What's gonna happen? B right there. Yeah, go. What was that? Look, that was judgment right there. Look. What's gonna happen? Look, that bee almost came and stung my ass. You gonna get stung, man. You're gonna get stung if you leave it, such as die. Hey, that bee would sting your ass like you about to die. Okay. Reading on verse 7. So we gotta, hearken to the voice. It said, but this is what happened to our people. It said, for ye provoke him that made you. For verse 7, Baruch 4 said, for ye provoke him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Jehovah. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Okay, like when you come out, like people want to see, they want to see Yahweh. They want to see him. Just they want to see his presence. Like yo, we fucked up. We didn't. We fucked up. What the hell? The Lord don't owe us nothing. If anything, we owe it. We the one went off. We committed adultery to our power. Okay? That's why I say people every day going about their daily lives and not recognizing who's in control of everything. Like how you think things prospering and growing and dying and coming back. Like where do you think that essence coming from? Like that tree over there. Like how you think that tree still alive and ain't fell over? The Lord got that tree. You know, like look at the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like look at that right there. Like who created that? That ain't no screen. Esau can't do that. You know. That's why I say like man, look like this ground. Look at this beautiful ground. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this essence. Like how is this little grass right here just this little small look? Like just think about it. Like look at that. Like, how is that little small little piece of green just staying alive? Man, this network right here. The Lord created this ground. This is where he created man from. Okay, that's why when we die, the body go back to what? To dust. The body go back to dust. Okay, and our people just have forgot it and they've drunk too much this Babylon wine and it's killing them. You know? So I can. Mm, man, that tea is so good. Man, the Lord's so beautiful. But reading on, that's what it said. Verse 8, you have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and you have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of Yahweh coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion. Yahweh have brought upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. See, that's what our people doing right now. You call any one of your family members right now, somebody behind on a car note, somebody can't pay their light bill, somebody barely got food, somebody needs some shoes, somebody need this, somebody going through this type of health problem, somebody just died, like the Lord said, all we had to do was obey the voice and all these blessings will come upon you. Okay, and I'm gonna go get that. Deuteronomy 28. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And where the fuck is we at right now, Israel? Where are we at right now? We're low. We are right here. We are low. We gotta pay bills. We gotta get up and go to work every day. And what we working for? We working for fake ass money to give us a fake ass temporary satisfaction. Cause people got a lot of money, but they don't have inner peace. They don't have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I used to want to be like other people that got money, cars, clothes, women, big houses, all of that. Who didn't want that American nightmare? Because it's American nightmare. I say it now because they call it American dream, but it's really the American nightmare, right? But uh, now, hey, only thing that matter truly, man, is going back home to where to the everlasting, to true peace. That's what matters, and that's what we need. Because yeah, we can eat our greens, we can drink our teas, we can put your feet on the ground, and you know you can come in one with the Lord, you know. But ultimately, like where are we at? You know, just like you walking up the street and you see two men holding hands or two girls holding hands. They would have got put to death. Lord watching all of it, you know. Just like you go next door to your neighbor and you see that she got a husband or a man or a boyfriend, as they say, and she come outside, she got on, provocative clothing, and she giving you Google eyes and shit, and you run your ass up over there. Uh, man, that's a heavy judgment. That's adultery right there, man. And folks do this shit daily. I say that because I've been in predicaments like that, and I feel that death in my body. That's why every day you try your best to get up and do what you got to do to be closer to your power until it's time to go home. Because that's what it's about, you know. Because I'm thankful that the Lord got me up out that world, and I pray and hope that he keep me away from it all the way. But I had no desires, none whatsoever, to go back, okay? But that's because I'm hearing this song, and it sounds so good, and it's like you keep playing it over and over. Just like I listen to my little songs, right here. I got people, that I listen to. They help me like keep my spirit a little grounded. And but when it comes to this right here, this spiritual song, hey, this the real song that we gotta constantly keep playing over and over and over, like the brother Nabah, you know, at the camp. Like he had went into, he said, so lucky for the rambling, but he said, man, hey, this, you got one song on, just that one track, you just keep playing over and over. It's like that junk keep bumping. Like it ain't never boring. Like it's constantly like get you in the mood. Like this what keep us in the mood, Israel. Like what did it say? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. That's that song. That song, like the brother said, that song bumping. Beautiful though. But let me read Deuteronomy 28. It said, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Okay? So that's why I say we have to obey. Just right now, we still have to obey the voice. Okay? So the Lord said He's gonna be with you wherever you go. Like, but let me get back to Baruch, verse 9. It says, Baruch 4:9. For when she saw the wrath of Yahweh coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion. Yahweh had brought upon me great mourning, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children and left desolate, because they departed from the law of power. And they were desolate going into like empty. It said, who for the sins of my children are left empty, because they departed from the law of Yahweh. Let's see. Is that word desolate? Let's go see it right quick. Hold on. A state of complete emptiness or destruction. So where it say, who for the sins of my children am left empty, because they departed from the law of the Most High. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them. For he had brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation and of strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow. Okay, and who's the widow? The Most High, because we his woman. Okay, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. But what can I help you? Key point. For he that brought these plagues upon you, Yahweh, for he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. That's all we got to look forward to, Israel. Okay? Like the condition that we in right now, Yahweh gonna deliver us. All right? So that's the key point right there. You know, stay strong, stay locked, stay focused. Yahweh Shemashah see everything. So I hear my seeds waking up. I already know I gotta go attend to them. I'm just outside meditating, get some of this beautiful nature, and prophesying against downfall of these wicked ass Edomites and these wicked ass other godless ass nations. Okay, so you get the point. The Lord, is coming to get us. He already said that, like what the Lord say. I'm gonna end it off with what's the Habakkuk, Salakia. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and that's what it's doing, and not lie, and that's what it's doing. Though it tarry, wait for it. Tarry mean go into like wait, like it's acting like it's not coming, but it's coming. But it was surely. Lord said surely. Lord said it won't. Lord didn't say because it will come. He said surely. Like have you, you get a job and they be like, oh, surely you're gonna get paid 2 weeks. After starting today, you'll get paid 2 weeks from today. Surely, like surely. The Lord said because it would surely come. It would not tarry. Okay. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And that's what we operating off right now. We operating off faith. Okay. So that's why I say it's coming. hold on, stay strong, stay firm. Yahweh Shemashai is dealing, okay? And we have to constantly keep dealing. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to whoever needed. Hey, Salaki. Lord willing, this was edifying to whoever needed. Hey, I pray you sincere Akim and Aqua out there is truly listening. Hey, was edified through the Spirit. So with that, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Yakah, Hadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there and the 1/3 remnant. Till the next time, Yahweh Radazah, hey, Shalom.